If you've ever watched my streams, or even just witnessed me playing Osu, you'll know how big of a DT hater I am. I've bashed the mod and speed in general on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. Even swore on my life I'd never touch the mod to farm. But all worlds do have necessary evils, and DT farming does seem like it could be CPP. Maybe people will think I'm cooler when they see my rank increase. So I play DT and it goes horribly. I just can't tap that fast. Each session I got off saying, DT sucks, man. And I still hold the same opinion. I couldn't even play anything over 200 BPM for the longest of times despite trying so often. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't increase my speed as well, and my scores wouldn't even improve despite occasionally trying the mod for months. Thus, at some point, I was generally starting to see DT as a waste of my time. Eventually, I just stopped playing DT. I couldn't increase my speed, stamina, or high AR rating no matter how hard I tried. So maybe I was just never meant to be a DT player. Maybe around a month after I stopped playing DT, a specific someone told me to try it again, this time offering to give me maps to practice on. Despite being against it, I tried it. And for the first 2 or so sessions, it went as expected. Pretty horrid. I was just as frustrated and felt the same helplessness I had been so familiar with each time I tried this mod. Sure, I'd get smaller scores from time to time, such as Bluefield, Knowing, or Passcode 4854, yet I still felt hopeless playing DT. Nothing seemed to work in my favor until the fateful night of November 24th, 2023, where I not only would get a top play, but it would be my very first DT score that was worth something. I stood in silence for what felt like hours, contemplating the 1-minute map I had just FC'd. Had I really just gotten my top play with the mod that's made me feel like I'd never be good at Osu? From there, it only got better. I started streaming again, playing DT from time to time based on suggestions, usually not doing great, but not terribly, until I got the cursed Clifford's theme song recommended in chat. I thought, sure, why not try this map? Yeah, it was less than a minute long, and made me seem pretty filthy trying to farm it, but I still tried. First attempt, I shit-missed on nearly every possible jump and just felt like failing so I wouldn't have to submit the score, but something, guiding light, tempted me to try it again. It was all over before I could think. 30-second map was over in the blink of an eye. I didn't feel like I was thinking, nearly even breathing through the entire song. Kind of like a kid getting a shot at the doctors. The nerves grasping at my chest as if the strings of my heart were being pulled to each pole of the earth. And I didn't even complete the spinner. Nice. Looking at just the initial score, I had nearly SS'd, and 100 was from failing to complete the spinner. I was shocked. It felt like it took me hours to scroll down to check the PP. It felt nerve-wracking. Even after a song was over, I couldn't believe my own eyes. 180 performance points. think at the moment I played the song, I really couldn't fathom getting such a high PP play and so out of the blue as well, especially with a mod I had so heavily disliked through my entire playtime. Yet, here I stand corrected. After all this time, really just aimlessly hating on something I hadn't bothered to give a chance to, I finally achieved something greater than my expectations without ever really trying. Even more than that, I had started to see even more plays on DT maps that were worth lots of PP. I was easily starting to get higher PP plays than what I normally used to be able to achieve with no mod, and my aim even started seeing a boost. I went up 40,000 ranks in just a few hours despite having been stagnant for nearly 2 months. This, in a way, boosted my motivation and definitely inflated my ego, even if just for a moment or two. Although some, most of my opinions about DT remain the same, I've decided that maybe, just maybe, perhaps, it isn't the worst mod on Osu, and I guess helps in some aspects aside from farming. Now that I've got yet another skill to work on and farm with, I will continue on my stride on the road to being a 5-digit,